Hi everybody, it's September 15th, 2025. Life is a working man's paradise in some sense of the term. And by that, I mean, if you're a working man, fixing things and improving things and building gives you joy, it gives you peace, gives you catharsis. And life is always offering up those types of opportunities to the working man. And the working man is more liable to become wise as he ages. And that's the beauty of life. Now, some of us like to sit still, but in this life that we live in this realm, those who sit still too long will be covered in their own dust. They will be weighed down by their metaphorical withering away of muscle. And that's not to say that rest and time for tranquil peace are not supposed to be revered or sought after. It's just that this life is more attuned to those who put in their duty because of the joy of being alive. The joy of being alive is realizing opportunities all around you and having the energy to muster up, to attack, and to put yourself into, and that gives you the rewards that God has offered us. Because God doesn't want to walk this life for you. He wants you to walk this life for you and for the sake of His love for you. And that's just how it is. And so this got me thinking about the illogical engineer. Most of us think that if our lives are painful and there is an acute suffering attached to our life experience, that we need to fix our life. But in an honest counter to this idea, we never can really fix our life. We could literally only build our life from what is directly in front of us, not from what is directly behind us. So if your life is in shambles, trying to piece together the different parts and different vocabulary of your spiritual experience and trying to piece them together into coherent sentences will be like trying to pick shattered glass up and put it together with glue, and it's going to be sloppy, it's going to be painful, it's going to be arduous, it's going to be futile. So when you're trying to fix your life, you should work on trying to build it from where you are right now. Build it up to what you want it to be. Build it up to what you want to see from your best assessment of your judgment. And once you go further along building and building, you will see that the less things are laying around that you have to fix. If you keep on building around your conviction, building around purity and honesty and devotion of love of the Father, you see there's going to be stuff disappearing that used to bother you. You're going to see it replaced with stuff that gives you energy, stuff that gives you a sense of life being reliable. There's going to be more stuff to give you joy and just a sense of peace, basically. And so as you build and build, it becomes less about fixing your life. It becomes more about exploring the lushness of this experience. And I might sound like a madman saying that this life in this realm of earth can be paradisical, but it can be. Maybe at first it only lasts for a few minutes, then you find yourself feeling unbelievably well for a few hours, and it keeps on increasing as the years go by. And there's a lot of turmoil, and there's a lot of ugliness rearing its head in this world, but your little pocket of peace is priceless compared to those who devote themselves to being a slave of suffering through fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of rejection. And that's being stagnant. being a working man, being an illogical engineer of life, you build things and create things in order to get your due justice, to get your due reward for your tussle, your toil. And this is just the way of life, and it's beautiful in its justice, in its weighted scales. Things come back to you that you've lost. Things are given to you just because you have things already. As I've said before, the ones that have a lot will receive more. You will receive more joy, peace, and gratification if you keep on building a life that bear those fruits. And how do you build a life that you love? How do you build a life that gives you peace and gives you a glimpse of paradise? It's really simple, and I dare not say it too straightforward, because the finding of this answer is what will change your life. But I can say, if you're trying to build this life to enjoy and to experience peace and tranquility, what do you think God wants? How do you think God would create that in his own life? What would you have to do? And it's very simple, but we have to come to this conclusion on our own. But all I have to say is that building and work is joyful when you know that the rewards are coming. And a lot of us are out here trying to build, and we still don't believe anything will come. And that's what makes working stressful, and that what makes us want to quit. You have to believe that building your life into what you want it to be is going to be fruitful. It's going to be gratifying. You have to believe that while you're building, because if you build in stress, if you build in negativity, if you build in a feeling of lack, it's going to stretch time until you eventually want to give up, or you do give up. But life keeps on moving. So I hope this helps. Thanks.